Well, hey my fellow video gamers and Let's Players, I am JuddlePlays and we're starting this episode in the middle of a mission. The first and probably not the only time this will ever happen because as this game goes on into the later episodes, yeah, some of the missions will become decently long. So, in the last episode of Sly 2 Band of Thieves, we did that lightning code capture thing, whatever you want to call it. I think I just named two missions in one there, whatever. But oh crap, I almost skipped what we also did in the last episode. We started Operation Trojan Tank, and got a little bit into it, but I realized that I would not be able to complete the whole operation in one episode. And this episode might be short, so that is why I'm lollygagging right now, and I almost probably got caught by that weird, lightning? I have the lightning thing mission, whatever, in my head. I almost got caught by the lasers, and yay, even though it looked like it hit my foot, that little thing did not cause any damage, and oh my god, I am doing really well here. I'm surprised that I did not actually get hit by the lasers, but now, we have to free Murray, which I believe he's under here. But as you see, these code things, they're stopped by laser lights, so guess what? Bentley has more hacking to do. If you didn't think this episode had enough hacking with the 6 hacking missions that we did before, but you know, we have to get the hacking in. Now, you're going to notice something really similar with a lot of these hacking missions, or at least this mission with hacking. I shouldn't have said that, but let's just say this mission, the hacking areas, they're very similar. Let's just say that. There is not much that sets them apart. But they do get harder. They definitely do get harder. So I would probably call this part of the mission very repetitive because you kind of just have to do the same hacking mission just harder. You will definitely know what I mean once we get to the second one. I can't really describe it right now, but let's just say it looks very similar to this, but just, like I said, harder. And I am being very repetitive right now, so luckily we are almost done with this part of the hacking. Wait, can I actually shoot it from way over here? I think I can. That would be really nice, because I do not want to have these guys wrecking my stees, or I don't know. I wasn't really aiming correctly. But once you get that done, you are now able to go into the middle area, and that stops the thing, I think. And also you get stuck in there for a little bit.
To turn on the hypno box.
What's that sound? Angry! Get gone!
Okay, for some reason, I don't think get gone is something that a lot of people say or something that you should say, but it's funny nonetheless. And ooh, wait, there are some areas I can get some coins here. Yes, I am going to dilly-dally as much as possible, even though I am outrunning a thunderstorm. That makes me sound like Sonic the Hedgehog. Not really. Just because I'm saying I run fast does not make me Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, it's funny, these platforms are kind of funny, because I've glitched out on them before, where I kind of went through a wall.
I'll take care of the laser wall.
But that was only in the PlayStation 2 version, so I'm not exactly sure if that would happen. But does it look familiar? Yep, it's basically the same exact hacking mission. Except this time, you have 2 layers of red things to get rid of, and you have shooting enemies here. So yes, it is definitely harder, but in all honesty, it's just more tedious because you're doing the same exact hacking mission, but you're just taking a longer time to do it. Because these things take forever to get rid of, except that wasn't actually that bad. Ones in later missions, when they have like 4 of those things on one area, those ones definitely take a long time. Luckily, that was not as bad as it could have been, and I must have shot that guy a lot more than I thought I did, because I swear it looked like I only shot him once. But I think it might have been a scenario where I shot him from off screen, and then he kind of died, so that's something. But we are almost done with this part, or I shouldn't even say that, because we still have one more computer to hack after this. And guess what? It is also almost the same thing. I really wish they would have made the third one kind of different to be, you know, a little bit creative, or like a joke saying like, oh, we're going to make it like all of them are the same, but not really.
Clear.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Tip me over and I'll smash up everything! Ah!
Oh boy, when I was younger, I used to love that saying. Sadly, you can only get that saying once per playthrough, unless you, like, quit the game right now and then restart the mission, and then you can see it again. But we have one last computer to hack, and then the operation is still not done. I probably could have talked there for a little bit, but oh yeah, look at that. Now we can't even get out of here until we actually get rid of those guys, because, well, I mean, I guess you could get past them, but I would not suggest doing that. Oh my god, they really step up the stuff for this third one. I did not think there were 6 guys here. I thought that there would have been like 4, because it seemed to be... Because the first one had none of those shooting guys, the second one had 2. I was expecting the next one to have 4, not 6, but I guess the game developers know what they're doing. They want to trick us into thinking it's going to be easier than it actually is. And I'm like holding in burps right now, which is really funny because I haven't really eaten any dinner yet, which is weird because you guys probably don't know this, but I tend to record later at night. I mean, sometimes I record during the day, but other times I decide, you know what, I'm just going to be recording at nighttime. But now it's a little bit earlier than I usually do. I mean, it's like almost 7 at night, so it's not really too early. But compared to me, who wakes up at about 10 or 9:30 in the morning and goes to bed at 2 in the morning, this is about half my day. So it's early for me. But I'd rather not record at like a really early hour, let's say like 1 in the morning or 12 in the morning. I believe some episodes I've recorded have been like that, but I don't know. For some reason, I feel like when I would be recording at those times, something would really make me mad, and I would yell or scream, and it would wake my parents up, and then bad things will happen. Which that makes me think, oh god, I need to find a way to record while I'm in college. Because I obviously cannot do really stressful games, because if I do, and you guys know that I can yell pretty loud, if you actually did not know that, go watch me trying to get Giratina in Pokemon Platinum. That is probably one of my most angry, and also one of my most funny moments I've ever had, but I could yell. I yelled very loudly when something happened. Let's just say something happened. I'm not going to give it away if you have not seen that project.
There you go.
I really like how it was just like, arg, rough. But he definitely made a lot more sounds than that. But now, what we have to do is we have to be careful of Murray. He is on a roid rage because we basically made it so he was really mad. That was the whole basis of that part of the mission. But now, we kind of have to use his rage to destroy the machines, and that was a lot faster than I thought it would be. I guess there's not many obstacles in the way, and we've already gotten 3 of them out of the way. The bad thing is, he is running right after me, and that is not a good thing. You want to try to make it so there are some obstacles in his way, because if there aren't any obstacles, it could be bad.
My head! Who? What? Is this heaven?
Sorry, pal. You're no angel.
Oh!
A few deep breaths and try to center your thoughts.
Okay.
What's with all the racket? My conscious mind is a wreck. I ought to... The weak-minded hippo is free! And he's got friends! Perhaps it's time to reevaluate some life choices.
I'm serious. I managed to keep this half of the Clockwork Heart safe. It was hard to hide from the Contessa! She's getting away!
Hurry! Lift those crank bars so we can chase after her.
I'm on it.
Where did Murray hide that part of the Clockwork Heart? Can I punch Sly? No, I cannot. And I would not dare punch Bentley, even though I have no idea where he is. Yes, as you know, I am stalling for time because this episode is going to be really short if I do not stall for time. So, why not run around and get some coins? I am such a great Let's Player, making episodes longer by just doing random things. But, like I said before, I've wanted to make it, I wanted to kind of make it so my Let's Plays didn't feel as rushed, because that is something I really was not a big fan of, but I literally think there are no other things we can actually hit to get coins, so now we're just going to be lifting this up, which actually, I know why. We have to lift that up, and then I believe this opens the gate, I think? I mean, I'm not sure. I can't actually see what's happening right now. I looked at my capture screen to see if it actually would show something, but it did not. And I really like the animation they did. While I really like the animation they did with Murray's legs shaking while he's lifting that up, I never noticed it until just now. Good job, Sucker Punch.
You lousy, no good head shrinker!
Oh, come now, Murray. We were making such progress during our sessions.
The only mental help that I need is to never be reminded of you again.
Such displaced hostility. If you insist on getting angry, why not be psychologically productive and channel it at your so-called friends?
I'm done talking with my mouth. Now I talk with my fists.
Sorry, but our time is up.
Yes, we get to use Murray for this part, and I would suggest killing those spiders. You do not have to kill them, you could run past them, but in all honesty, it is better just to kill— that was really fast. It is better just to kill them. I didn't think I would be able to punch it off the side of the screen, or not side of the screen, side of the bridge here, or I believe I mentioned earlier the Great Wall of China, because, I don't know, even though this is definitely not as great as the Great Wall of China, it's still a wall, and it's still kinda big, so that's why I'm calling it that. But yeah, I guess that whole thing of me talking about that was just to tell you that you want to kill these guys because they will explode, and that guy was really close to exploding. Also, look at that blimp there. I really hope the Contessa doesn't try to escape on that blimp. It would be really bad if the Contessa tried to escape on that blimp. That'd be horrible. That would be awful. And she's escaping on that blimp.
Ah! She's getting away!
Don't worry, pal. We'll find her. With the three of us back together, she doesn't stand a chance.
Oh yeah, we have the whole Cooper gang back, and we finished the episode. Thank you.
It was great. The gang had been reunited and it was all because of me. Even the van ride out of town was like a party. Murray had to pull over twice because he was laughing so hard. But despite all the jokes, I think something had changed. Since childhood, the three of us had never been apart, and our recent isolation gave us all pause for thought. Needless to say, we took a few weeks off before getting back to work. And for the first time in my life, Murray let me drive.
Yes. The episode, known as episode number 4, is finally completed. It's done, and it only took an hour and 20 minutes. Okay, that's a little longer than I thought it would take, but I basically did that episode in one session. Minus this session that took 2 extra episodes. Yeah, episode 4 was the first episode that didn't not take 4 episodes to complete, which is really funny because it was episode 4. And episode 5 is definitely not going to take 4 episodes either, which episode 5 is A Tangled Web. Now, this episode's kind of short, and also if I tacked this part of the episode onto the last episode, that episode probably would have been over 30 minutes long, and that would have been a little bit longer than I'd like, and also render times for that would be crazy. I would not want to render a video like that. So, I'm going to show you something. I'm not so sure which one it is. It might be episode 3. Let's just wait for the badge to come up. Anytime now. We're waiting, we're waiting, we're waiting. Is it square or circle? I'm not sure. Square. What? What? What was that? Something's supposed to pop up there. Let's do episode 1. It also happens with this one. Once you beat it, a badge icon appears and you can do something. But for some reason episode 3 wasn't working that well. So let's see if episode 1 has it. Okay. I don't know how long it's been since I've seen that. I kind of forgot how it went, but yeah, that is what happens when you beat episode 1 and you wait for the badge icon to appear. You get that secret video thing. The other ones that are there, you get for every odd-numbered episode, is what I'm trying to say. So at the end of episode 5, there's going to be another one of those things. But I still find it funny how episode 3's wasn't there. If I can get it to work, I will show it, but whatever. So, this has been Juddle Plays saying see you later and goodbye when we come back to start episode 5 of A Tangled Web. Great outro, Jordan.